Biden was in charge, but Kamala Harris was running, and there was there was an avoidance of wanting to talk about how significant the impact is on so many communities based on two hurricanes. Now, according to the Daily Wire, this is a staggering story. FEMA officials, which should be helping everybody, directed hurricane relief workers in Florida to avoid certain homes that had Trump signs in their lawn. Okay, here's the report according to the Daily Wire. A FEMA supervisor told workers in a message to avoid homes advertising Trump as they canvassed Lake Placid, Florida to identify residents who could qualify for federal aid. Internal messages viewed by the Daily Wire reveal. The supervisor, Marnie Washington, relayed this message both verbally and in group chat used by the relief team. Multiple government employees told the Daily Wire. So now hurricane relief also politicized.
Yeah, no question. And by the way, there was already outrage that so many FEMA funds had been raided to give to illegal immigrants. And so obviously people are saying we gotta take the politics out of something as essential as emergency relief. I mean, this is insane. And by the way, the FEMA spokesperson has a statement. FEMA helps all survivors regardless of their political preference or affiliation, and we are deeply disturbed by this employee's actions. While we believe this is an isolated incident, we have taken measures to remove the employee from their role and are investigating the matter to prevent this from happening ever again. The employee who issued this guidance had no authority and was given no direction from anyone to tell teams to avoid these homes. And we are reaching out to the people who have not been reached as a result of this incident. Well, I mean, I'm surprised that, you see lots of agencies getting politicized. This is one you really wouldn't expect.
Well, it's not just... To me, it's my focus is less on FEMA and more, I would imagine this is the case in every government agency. And what it does is show the depth of the cancer inside of our government. Yeah. And that you have to root out politicization at the highest levels, for example, the DOJ. But you have to also understand there's a bureaucracy under every one of these state departments where you have, foot soldiers who behave in the same manner as Merrick Garland. Right. And in order to really reform the bureaucracy, I actually think you are going to need like Elon Musk walking through the lobbies of Washington, D.C. with a sink in his hands. He's going to have to sit there with the Department of Government Efficiency and cut it down to the size you could drown it in a bathtub. Otherwise, this is where we are now.
Yeah, so you've seen that, you heard that. Now, FEMA claims that they were horrified by these revelations. However, I don't believe they were horrified about the revelations in and of themselves. They were horrified by the fact that it got exposed to the public, because there's no doubt in my mind that this is not the only woke ideologue within that agency that has probably done something discriminatory like this. Again, this is just the one that got caught, right? But again, this is a really, really, really bad story because it actually affected people, okay? People did not receive the help that they needed because of this woke supervisor directing FEMA agents not to help them. The FEMA agents were ordered not to help houses with Trump signs in Highlands County, a deep red area located in South Central Florida that was hit with tornadoes, torrential rain, and flooding when the Category 3 hurricane slammed into the Sunshine State in October. President-elect Trump won nearly 70% of the vote there on Tuesday. Yeah, another right-wing conspiracy turns out to be true, right? Turns out to be true.